Enuanom ne adofonom bidiane frimpon the Psalmist. Na ene ye aso na eti asema Awurade enam so de bre wo a sabre wotemenka. So Awurade ma wo adoma, it doesn't mean say live your life anyhow, because there are so many people that will come close to you that you may think that they love you, but na omoye atamfo a obopo ahwiase. There is one thing you should put in mind. Say, Obonefo no enam so many things, so it deceives so many people, taking people into their early grave. Now it look as if say most public figures, most artists, most men of God are being taken into their early grave due to some nemebia they are not conscious of. Say, unyame fro na odomo edo ye na juma. Any area you find yourself, say otonyom, say oye osofo, say oye nyame adwuma, say oye dien, you should always put this in mind. Say wo ena nyame frɛ, and ona onim asema Awurade ne wo kan. So when it gets to a point that management sembem, team sem ebemu, you should know that God called you for a purpose, and you should keep to that calling. And yes, our people will divert your course. Nipeduano nyame na abo, but also who say nipeduano ewo ne etimi yokoduro ene nioma emfata say nipeduano yo. Most of the times it is better to seek medical advices. You should put into consideration. Sometimes body no ayemre, body no bread. But since you have charged for the program or you are under management, you'll be forced to go and do what you are not capable to do. Well, or so relax it, but now or yet over time. At the end of the day, if you are not careful, you are causing so many distractions to your body or to your system, because already your enikum ema enda to enikum no one nape, you are putting pressure on your body, you are putting pressure on your mind. It will lead you to something else. Until you sacrifice a lot going for watch night, you should also be very careful, because erade ehun say etwa say nipa eda inti no bo enna. I will also advise you no so a sleep bebre edisua ade no nimdie yetimipe, but ye peno kwanya esenefata so, because so one you very careful na usleep bebre esua ade bebre because of bia ade bia you want to achieve in life. You will be able to achieve what you want, but when you're very careful, it will lead you to a serious problem whereby you lose your mind, and as you get into a serious problem, it will affect you the rest of your life. So let's be mindful of the things that we do. Or you're driving bia or the nipa etu kwan akokwan tenten akodu twase wo gina home relax body no, but mwasan afa nipa ebiem e the one eseba we hu ayese bia car no akonya accident because of say driver ni no wanyina home bi nso a na nikum, but because of sikanti na o say force ye di wontumi na at the end of the day amanipa bebre ahwere won kwa. There is this thing, and so I drink also. You will know all the more of far, and yet advisable say, who did you maybe? Sometimes in really be all the more, it makes you feel drowsy. And my weni, yesterday, he said, oh, yeah, drive any, oh, yeah, Juma, ye need be a ujina if it is so, yeah, Juma. Be a work a ujina if it be so, and they do Juma. No, I very careful, because, and also, yeah, dear. Depending on so na a timer nipa enya nkwanhia o haw ne amane ne saa ne amane no messe eni di mu ase ye be ya hweye wo ade biara Awurade di eyomu na anko wie yen o haw amane ana bonimo nipa bebre ewu mpofiri mu nipa bebre wo senka wo ya hweye ekra won husie ewu bra o mrenso ye. Sometimes we are concerned about without putting into consideration because one, if you are not careful and you do anything anyhow, but God still remains. A Jumana one will still carry on or will still go on, because there are people that God is still using. You know, so we are very careful. Anya huyi ama obi edini nyansa nisika pe eni na nibre ede wo ye adie bia enhye ni monyama. At the end of the day, wo na wo hawo ne amane ni nyina beba be so. sɛ woanhwɛ wo ho yie na woamma woankasa wo nipadua no ɛho ahia wo na oma nkurɔfoɔ mislead you distract you from certain nneɛma bi a woankasa w'ahoɔden ntumi nyɛ a ɔdɔfoɔ ɛho nsunsuansoɔ no ba you are the person going to suffer from that thing. Wɔn a sɛbi wokɔtoto nnwoma wɔ mo, wɔn a wokɔperform ma wɔ mo, wɔn a wokɔdi dwumadie bi ma wɔ mo, sɛ ɛba sɛ woyare da hɔ mpo a wɔn mu sɛn ɛna bɛkae sɛ ebi a mmerɛ bi duru yɛ sɛ ɛwɛ yi aberanteɛ papa yi maame ɛyɛ biribi sɛ ma yɛ nti sɛ nea nso ɛbɛyɛ ama no asafo a wokɔtoto nnwom wɔ mu a wɔn nyinaa no emu asɔfoɔ sɛn anaa emu nipa sɛn ɛna bɛkae wo yɛ ana ɛdibɛrɛ saa sɛ wɔte ase a wohia nipa mo a yareɛ bi abɔ a wohia nipa mo a wonya da gye sɛ wawu. And the moment you die, that is when you see people posting your pictures, people celebrating your death. Ne saa nneɛma no yɛmmoa nipa wɔ bra ɔte ase sɛ nipa hia wɔ mo a bra ɔte ase nyɛ bra ɔwuo. There are so many people who were not celebrated when they were alive until they were dead. I also want to use this opportunity to advise most people multi-cocoa programs, parties and all sort of that, especially anyomtofoɔ you invite them for programs near there. You should be very careful. This time, go for that planning. They can even invite you severally or invite you on occasions for you to build trust, but not knowing say it be an ear downfall and maybe a pewa and our new guasia. Let's say be very careful with every step that you are taking, especially these are areas that are for so. At the GM conference, and this time around there are slow poisons yede egun kwofo eduanim and awonsuomu a it doesn't kill you instantly, but it takes time before you realize na ade na udiko nipadua na ase nipadua mu nyama bebree. Sometimes it can give you a whole lot of problems, kidney problem, heart problem, all sort of problems, and nyame amoa na ajewo nkwa every one sem to call program na yema waduani a no are very careful. Yema unsu are very careful, especially ma mota request for ice water no if you that adan dada it is ya poison adan na you might never know. Most of the times wana edinim die nam ne die oji nsuo no mie nsuo no ho say there is no leakage via a free nsuo na yedi ama no neba na we ho say good to take. And sometimes too, you should be very vigilant. You should know, say, it is well sealed. And you are silly and only here. And also, are very careful. Because most of the times, these are areas are one for so. And the dibonitia nipa bibre are yeninko home. Messe, and there is this advice too that I'm giving to us all. Sometimes, maybe you went for a program. What be do and I do be about 10. Or 11 to 12. Because of the administration and be a course, you may feel hungry. And that is the time we take in. And so be an hour bread. Therefore, it will kill you slowly. It is most people as a die one solid. Bibiano. Why a faso edidi? Why a faso treaty and body no? And so see one thing and my yin to me in Yininche was as so. And also we play what you knew my DNA and near maybe home. Also I hear be a fair program because of Sika or Kojie because of new being Fremonti. You have to drive carelessly. At the end of the day, if so we are careless, Emma or life if everyone's the program still goes on. You can say as soon as you know that program should be the cancer program, it still goes on. Be other course said it was a course. God has called us in wisdom. God has called us in knowledge, in power. Let us use the giftings that God has deposited in us wisely in order to live long, to enjoy the fruits of our labor. God bless you. May God guide you and open your senses to always hear His voice. Don't let anybody mislead you to do what you cannot do or to do what you are not willing to do. If you are able to listen to God and do the things that God wants us to do, God will lead us and will protect us and will guide us and will make His name great through us. My name is Frimpong the Psalmist. God bless you. May God continue to lift you higher above your enemies. May you live long to see the glory of God in your life.